Hey OG, nice kicks. Keeping it 100 about these kicks I bought. The OG stands for old guy. Just an old guy talking that ish about my kicks. Raw and uncut. The YouTube channel that talks about the kicks, the story behind the kicks, and nothing but the kicks. Okay, let's do this. Welcome back to another episode of Hey OG, Nice Kicks. In this episode, we're going to talk about the newest pair of kicks in this OG's collection, the Air Jordan 3 Retro Eraser Blues. Try to make them pop with these red, with these orange, red, whatever color laces. But now that I'm looking at them, I'm probably going to put some blue laces in them. They actually came with some white laces. But we're not going to get into the shoe before we introduce my silent co-host in the back. There's Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda is the man. We'll leave it at that. And also, before we get into this episode, just want to say rest in peace to one of hip-hop's greatest OGs, and that's Biz Markie. For all the OGs who know who Biz Markie is, you know we get down with the 1-2, and just a friend, and the Vapors, and make the music with your mouth, Biz, and nobody beats the Biz. All the OGs who know, they know these songs. These are classic hip hop songs. This is when hip hop was fun. Now I don't know what hip hop is. I'm all for creativity and being new, but everything sounds the same now. Because at least back in Biz Markie's day, and back when hip hop first started, you had so many different styles. You know. And that's one thing I liked about the Wu-Tang. They put a bunch of different styles, a bunch of different MCs with different styles together, and they made that collabo, which was awesome. Now you don't have any styles. Everybody sounds alike. But I'm not going to knock the new cats. You know, they doing what they doing. It's like watered down. Hip hop to me is watered down right now. And no, this episode is not about hip hop. I just wanted to pay my respect and say, you know, rest in peace to one of my favorite hip hop artists, Biz Markie. So, without further ado, let's get into these kicks. So I want to say I wasn't really going to actually purchase any more Jordan 3s, but when I saw these come out with this colorway, I thought it was a good idea to get these puppies because I do have a jacket that goes perfect with these. And I had this jacket sitting in my closet for a long time, this Jordan jacket, and I didn't have anything to match it perfectly. So when these shoes came out, they're the perfect match for this jacket I have. And I said, well, I can do some stuff with this when I coordinate it. Like I said in the opening, I put these orange, red, whatever laces in just to see if they would pop. And I was going to wait until I got the blue laces to do this episode, but I said, no, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot them as is. Because the one thing about shoes, laces can make your shoes pop. Just keep that in mind. These came with a white pair of laces. I don't know why they put white laces in these. I think they could do a better job of giving us laces from the jump that really make the shoes pop. So I did buy some royal blue laces to go with these, and I should have those soon. But I probably still would wear them. Like I said, if I had like a Denver Broncos hat on or something like that, I would put rock these with the Denver Broncos hat. This kind of makes it look like a Denver Bronco colorway with these laces in it. So this is my third pair of threes, retro threes that I have in the collection. Let me line this up a little bit better. Sorry about that. Rough, raw, and uncut, like it says in the beginning. Not the best cameraman here. So yeah, these are the third pair of retro threes. I do like the threes. They're a comfortable shoe. Probably the last pair of threes I'm going to probably get. I just wanted this colorway. Again, I'm an OG. I like the Air Jordan 1s. Just my personal preference, but I do have the Animal Instincts and I have the Georgetowns. If they come out with another PE representing the school I like, usually when they come out with those are hard to get, and I'm not paying the money that they want to charge for those. It's amazing with these sneakers. They change the colorway or add something to it, and they charge $500 more for the colorway. They are really ripping people off with this stuff. And I also think that the Nike and the big corporations, they are posting these shoes for one price, and then on the sneaker app or the Nike app or whatever, then they're buying them up and then they're reselling them for a higher price because they figure folks are dumb enough to pay extra money for these shoes that are already overpriced based on what the cost is. So you're talking about return on investment. They're getting a huge return on investment for what the cost and labor that they're putting into making these shoes. And just because people are sheep and they're gullible and they're dumb, like, I don't pay too much over retail. My rule is I don't go over $100. I try to stay within $50 of what the actual cost was. And if this is shipping and added on top of that, then I will pay the shipping. And I'm okay with that, but I'm not okay with paying $500, $600 over the cost of a shoe, or sometimes $1,000 over the cost of the shoe, just because it's a different color. In that case, I could just buy them and paint them whatever color I want to paint them to be that same color. I mean, you're just paying for a different colorway. I was looking for some other colorways in threes, and just because they have a certain, like if it's a PE, like a North Carolina PE or something like that, they're charging thousands of dollars. Like, people are crazy for buying that stuff. It's a freaking shoe, people. Wake the hell up. And I think they're playing off of the gullibility, how gullible people are, you know. Because again, I don't see people wearing these shoes. I'm out more now. You know, the pandemic has slowed down. It's about to pick back up again because of this variant. But we're not going to get into that. This is not CNN or a health show. But I'm out and I don't see people wearing the shoes. I'm like, okay, again, I know I mentioned this a lot on my episodes. People buy the shoes just to go on YouTube and say, look what I have, but don't wear them. OGs, we wear our shoes. I'll just leave it at that. You know, so, and before I go to show you how these puppies look on feet, I just want to mention, like I said, rest in peace, Biz Markie. Like I said at the beginning, the one thing I can say, a lot of people telling stories about Biz Markie and their experience with Biz Markie. I can honestly say that I met Biz Markie on a plane to St. Thomas for a Sinbad concert back in 1998. So I'm an OG, that's how long ago it was. And he was on the plane sitting right across from me, he talked to you the whole time. Good people. You know, a lot of times we use that word celebrity for folks. I don't like the word celebrity. And I don't really, when I see somebody who is known, I don't use the word celebrity. If we know you're known because you have a talent or because you're out there. I mean, right now you have people who are on YouTube that are quote unquote celebrities because they have followers. And the only thing they do is they buy and sell sneakers and they're celebrities. Are you kidding me? I mean, people call them celebrities and they sell t-shirts with their image on and everything. People are buying this crap. People are just so gullible. I think people are rich off of the sheep mentality and how ignorant and dumb most people are. Yeah, I said it. Most people are ignorant and dumb enough to just treat people better than they would treat anyone else because they're known. And they gave them a word and they put a name, they're a celebrity. Who cares? Okay, you can do something. When I see people who are quote unquote known, or another word I don't like, famous, I treat them like I treat everybody else. I talk to them like I talk to everybody else. And I can just tell you in my experience in doing so, they respect that. I mean, because when I was on this plane, I was on this plane with Dougie Fresh, Biz Markie, and Morris Day. And I spoke to everybody like they were just like you or me. And in return, they talked to me regular. Because I wasn't in awe. I'm not in awe of anybody but God. Because these folks these are God-given abilities they have. So they're just doing God's purpose. So if you're doing God's purpose, then you're no better than me. I'm doing God's purpose. So we're all doing God's purpose, right? Whatever we're here on this earth to do. So I'm not going to put you on the pedestal just for doing what God intended you to do. And I'm not preaching to you about religion. I don't know what God believe in. Well, if you're not religious, then your parents created you. Then, okay. So, but and the thing is, yeah, I recognize and I respect your talent, but that doesn't make you better than anyone else. I'm not going to treat you better than anyone else. In fact, I saw Halle Berry at this concert and Sinbad, and I had a conversation with both of them like they were, like I was talking to you, like I'm talking to you now. I'm not in awe. I'm just, I'm not even surprised to see you. Because I'm thinking, well, you're here on a small island, I'm here on a small island, and I run into you and I talk to you like you're the janitor. I talk to you like you're the cook. I talk to you like you're the waiter or the waitress. I talk to you like you're a regular person, and I treat you like you're a regular person. Then you say, why in the hell is the OG going on this rant instead of talking about these Jordan 3s? Actually, I'm gonna be honest, it's not a lot to say. I saw them, I like the color. I had a jacket that matched these puppies, and I bought it simply because I have a jacket that matches these puppies that I want to wear in the fall and the spring, and I want to rock it with these shoes. That's the only reason why I bought these shoes. Nothing special. It's a freaking Jordan 3. And there's nothing special about any of these shoes I have on. These are just shoes, folks. They're just shoes. Keep that in mind when you're going out here, getting in line and fighting and paying all this money for these shoes. I'm guaranteeing you, if these shoes right here cost $190, I forgot what I paid $50 over retail for these, okay? If these shoes they're selling to you for, let's say, $190, okay? They spent less than $100. Probably for each shoe, I'm going to tell you about $30 to $40 to put these puppies together. Then they're charging you all of this amount of money over what they paid, and they're becoming multi-millionaires. Nike is a multi-trillion, billion-dollar company. And then we give them the money for this BS that they sell us, and then we complain about how the rich and elite acts. Come on, and in this case right now, they're actually putting the sneakers out for one price. And I guarantee you, people that work there or the actual company itself is saying, hey, if those fools on the streets are going to make extra money off of these sneakers, we're going to make our money off of these. Are our sneakers. And I guarantee you, when you go to the sneaker app or any of these apps to try to buy them, you're not going to get them. You know why? Because the big company's buying them back and then selling them to these other places. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to name them. Reselling companies that and reselling them to us. We are fools for doing that. You know, we got to be smarter and better as consumers and not get caught up in that nonsense. So with that said, let me show you these puppies on feet. I know I had my rant already. It's early in the morning, so I haven't had my coffee yet, so I'm going to rant. So if you're hanging around, thank you. Let me show you these puppies on feet. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. Okay, so this is how these puppies look on feet. One thing I always say about the Air Jordan 3s is that they're the most comfortable pair of Jordans. I keep adjusting my camera in this episode, and I apologize. I need to get better at my camera work here. But these are probably the most comfortable pair of Jordans that ever made the 3s. These are like slippers on my feet. Nothing special. Again, I am going to probably pop these laces out and put the Royal Blues laces in. But I could rock my Denver Broncos hat with this. No, I'm not a Denver Broncos fan. The Denver Bronco colorway was just my high school colorway. Even though we weren't the Broncos, we were the Falcons. Go figure, right? We had a Denver Bronco colorway, and we were called the Falcons. Welcome to America. It's crazy, right? But so I do like the colorway, and I do like the Denver Bronco color. So I will rock a Denver Broncos cap every now and then. So when I do that, I can pop these laces in. Remember, laces can make your shoes more versatile. I'm a shoelace guy, so you can get laces to make your shoes do different things. No, I'm not a fashion person, whatever they call these people now. But I'm just telling you, you can get a hat to kind of go with the colorway. I like to match mine to like basketball or football teams, or maybe sometimes baseball teams. So get more creative with your kicks. So with that said, again, R.I.P. Biz Markie. R.I.P. to not only Biz Markie, to everyone that passed away this week. And you know, my thoughts and prayers go out to everybody's family, because I don't want to just shout out, even though this episode I was talking about Biz Markie, because I'm a Biz Markie fan. I do want to recognize that everybody is equally important, and everyone who lost a loved one this week, this month, this year. You know, my condolences to you and your family, and they are equally important. They just weren't as known. They were known to you, that's all that matters, but they weren't known. And again, I hate the word celebrity or famous, because we're all famous, we all have a purpose, and we're all here to kind of serve that purpose, and we should be put on a pedestal for doing God's work. So with that said, peace.